Hey, Grand Rising. It's Friday, December 26th, 2025. Cheers. It is the day after Christmas. I did not do a video yesterday. I had intended to. And then people happened. I got a gift that made me cry excessively. Like, through this whole time of grieving that I've been doing since November, between the crying at the hospital and the crying in the funeral and the crying everywhere and the crying every day, I have this thing, and I don't know if anyone can see it right now, but there's this like little purple spot right here on my eye, and it's a sty. I've had it forever, since I was like 16 years old, but the doctor then said as long as it doesn't bother me, to leave it alone. And so I do. I don't mess with it at all. But it only turns purple when I have cried excessively. Like when I've argued with my boys, when I've argued with anyone and I cry excessively, that's when it turns purple. And up to yesterday, it has not been purple. Like even being back away from the camera, you can still see I got this dot on my eye, and it's a sty, and it's purple. So yesterday was apparently the straw that broke the camel's back, because yesterday this thing turned purple. My mom and sister, Grand Rising Kelly. My mom and sister got me a blanket. I posted it, and then I didn't do anything else really on Facebook the rest of the day. Like, we had people here, people came over. Obviously, my sister was here. That's why I got the blanket. And so I just kind of went with the rest of the day. We went to see family in a different city yesterday. And then we didn't stay there long because we were both exhausted. The husband and I were both fully exhausted. The husband worked third shift Christmas Eve into yesterday morning. And then he stayed up through after we got back from Angola yesterday. So we were both just exhausted. Mine was more from emotions, and I couldn't even drive to and from Angola because my emotions were all over the place. I couldn't do that. So he had to, even though he was on over 24 hours without sleep, he still had to drive. He knows that. I probably could have if I needed to, but he was okay. So that's what he likes. He likes the driving thing. So I just didn't do a whole lot with a lot of people yesterday. And then even last night, like grandma made food and stuff, and there were people that came over and whatnot. And I could have left everything in the kitchen. I could have just put all the food away and left all the dishes for today. I did not. I decided to go through and put all the food away and wash every last dish. Wash every last dish. Well, that's not every last dish, but that's like my coffee cup from last night that I was using. I didn't get washed. That's okay. And so I washed every last dish. And it was a job in and of itself. And that's kind of something I'm trying to get through to my other children, is that, yeah, people are you're going to have stuff to do. Dishes are an everyday thing. It sucks a lot. And there are days when you leave the dishes late, and there are days when you don't leave the dishes late. And so just do what you can in whatever you're trying to do. So I put a show on the TV. Sometimes I have something on my phone that I'm watching, and I get to doing the dishes. The noise from the TV or the whatever I'm watching on my phone distracts me, so I don't think about hating the dishes. I just think about doing the dishes. I don't think about hating them. I'm just going to get them done so I can go sit down and watch my show. And even last night, my feet were like hugely hurting. I spent like 4 days in the kitchen baking, and then I spent last night doing the dishes and sweeping the floors and just cleaning up everything. And I was hurting a lot. And that's okay. You can be sore and still get things done. You can be sore all day and go to sleep and get up the next day, still be sore and still get up and get things done. Yesterday, though, I did not do my video. My exhaustion was heavy. My heart was heavy. I just couldn't do it. So I didn't. And I woke up this morning, I was like, wait a minute. I didn't do my video yesterday. And the husband's like, well, it's okay. There were other people that didn't do things yesterday either. So it's okay. There's a guy we watch for political videos. He was asked by his family to not do videos yesterday, so he didn't. So neither did I. So I'm up this morning, and I wake up this morning to a couple of messages on my phone. Hey, that's been sent overnight throughout the night. Hey, can I come pick up those chicken coasters? A lady was supposed to come by and pick up chicken coasters the other day, and she never showed up. So I took those chicken coasters and I give them to the other person that had ordered chicken coasters. And so then this morning I'm like, yeah, if you actually want chicken coasters, come on by. I will have them done. So I didn't have all of the beaks done on the other ones, but I got them done already this morning. So, and I'm going to do one up here real quick so y'all can see. I'm going to post pictures too because that's what I do. But the beak is not that hard. And within a minute, I will have it done. So, there was a lot of people having a hard time yesterday. And I get it. I was having an extremely hard time yesterday. Just with life and dealing and sadness and stuff. And even this morning, I get up and one of my groups that I belong to, there are people that have lost their people even more recently than I have. And so I put my 2 cents in and offered for that person to send me a message. And really anyone, if you're grieving, you can send me a message and we can talk about different things. I'm not going to devote 3 years of my time to talking to you that you need a therapist for. But, if you need a moment just to scream and rail and be pissed off and angry at everything, I can be your sounding board. I can help you, give you suggestions to help you get through it and do whatever we're doing and do whatever I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm doing half the time. But I am just doing stuff. And when my children ask me, how are you doing this, Mom? How are you getting through this? I take a nap. I drink my coffee. I do things. So I've attached the beak, but it's not done. I gotta do stuff to it. But I've got, normally with everything else, I would go through and I would put all the beaks on, or I would go through and do all of these, all of the combs, and then I weave in the ends after they're all done. But this one I've got to do individually, otherwise I mess it up. That's where we're at. If I don't do this right now, I will attach this on this side of it instead of this side of it. And if I attach it on this side, it looks square. If I attach it on this side, it looks pointed. But I can't just put it off to the side and just do it later. I have to do it right now in the moment. So that's what we're doing. So, and we're all having, there are many, many, many people that are having a hard time through the holidays, through life even. Not just the holidays, but life. It sucks. It sucks so much. And probably my biggest piece of advice for anyone that's grieving is to get up and do stuff for yourself. Do you want to? Absolutely not. Do you need to? Probably. So even if you don't want to, and I get it, it's hard to want to get up to do things. So in the moments that I don't want to get up and do anything, I do this because I don't want to get up. I don't want to be up doing anything. I just want to do this. Even Grandma asked me if I was planning on being in the kitchen today for any specific reason. I said, no, not really. I'm just kind of putzing around and doing this morning. And when I am done, or when I'm done with my video, then she wants to come out and start making more fudge because she doesn't have enough. She ran out of fudge and she was divvying up fudge yesterday and the day before. She ran out of fudge. So she has this huge need to make more fudge. Peanut butter fudge, Connie's fudge, chocolate fudge, I don't know, just fudge. Grandma's all about making the fudge. So, and I will not be advertising Grandma's fudge. Not normally, unless she makes it for me to advertise. This stuff that she's making up now is all still for gifts, for people that she wants to give fudge to. So when I'm done with this, I will move, I will get out of her way, and she will come out here and be busy all day in the kitchen. Which makes me grateful that I did up all of the dishes last night, all of the crock pots, everything. So then when Grandma is ready to be out in the kitchen, she can. She doesn't have to do dishes before she gets started. She could just come out here and get started. So that's exciting for me even, because it is. So yeah, yesterday I didn't do a whole lot. I just kind of kept to myself a lot. Like a lot. And today I probably will as well. Just being by myself in my own head. Sometimes that's what I need. Sometimes I need others to be there for me. And I never know which is which. Not initially. So, Grand Rising. Look, there's another chicken coaster. Done. I got 1, 2, 5 more to do. So, we got more chicken coasters. So, if you want chicken coasters, they're $5 a piece on the chicken coasters. Some people are okay with paying $5 for a coaster. Some people are not. But it is handcrafted. This isn't Walmart quality, people. This is handcrafted quality. $5 a piece. Whatever. I'm not even playing. Because, yeah, you can go to Walmart and you can get a set of 20 coasters for $5.99. You can. Go to Walmart right now and get a set of coasters, 20 coasters, for $5.99. Me, you get 4 coasters for $20. This isn't Walmart quality, people. This is Misty quality, which is way better. I think so anyway. You don't have to agree with me. I don't need anyone to agree with me. I agree with me, and that's what matters. So get up on a Friday and do some things for yourself, and you know what? Sometimes the things for yourself are resting and not doing anything excessively. And that's probably what I'm doing today, is resting, not doing anything excessively, probably yarn. My fingers have been itching to get into that sock yarn, sweater yarn. I don't know. I'm going to have to look it up. The yarn is Ice brand of yarn, and I've heard it's an expensive brand of yarn, and it looks expensive. So I'm excited to put my fingers into it, get out my knitting needles, and do something with it. So maybe I will. I mean, I've got other things I can crochet, but I really want to get into that yarn. So maybe I'll start a couple of different projects today. Who knows? Anything's possible. I might buy myself a pattern for a sweater. I don't know. Maybe there are patterns inside the labels. Grand Rising Shauna. I didn't look at the labels, because a lot of times, even with this yarn, there are patterns inside the labels. But it's specialty yarn. I don't know if there's patterns inside the labels. We'll have to wait and see. So I'm not going to do that right now. Now, see, I'm all excited about what I'm going to do next. And it's been hard to curb even yesterday, we were talking, my sister and I were talking yesterday, and the emotions, whether you're excited or whether you're depressed or sad, every emotion takes your energy. When you are grieving heavily, that takes a ton of energy. When you're excited about something, that also takes a ton of energy. So it's up to you where you want to put your energy. And I am I will probably be thoroughly beside myself until the end of time with Jeremiah. That's not going to end anytime soon. However, I also know from past experience that if I don't get up and do something for myself, that I won't. And I never will. And I've also been inspired as well. My friend she orders these things, like the crochet hook comes with this all the way up to here, and then it's got a stick. And then she puts little dingly things on it. I said dingly things. Because you can hear it shaking. But it's a size 6, so anytime I need a size 6 hook, I will be using my brand new hook. It's phenomenal. I love it, love it, love it so much. Now I want one in every stinking size that they have available. I don't know if they have other sizes. She doesn't know much about the crocheting part of it. And that's okay. She doesn't have to. But I would totally take one in every, she could probably sell sets of crochet hooks that look all fancy. That's what I need to do today. I need to get a hold of my friend, another friend of mine, the lady that set up my Facebook page for my cookies, and see if she will help my other friend set up a Facebook page for her thingies, because these are so phenomenal. This, she does these things. She's got decals and she puts them on. She's got stuff to fill this thing up with. Is it? Sometimes this stuff, she says, will settle because it's like a glitter type suspension deal in here. So there we go. It's the Grinch. She made sure it was, she made this for me because of everything I'm going through. And I know I've showed it before, but I need to get my friend. My friend sees she knows who she is. She sees my post. I got fuzz in my mouth. I need help with my other friend to help her set up something so she can post her stuff on Facebook up for sale and whatnot, because these things are phenomenal. So, find your own things on a Friday to feel grateful for. Right now, I'm grateful for coffee, something to drink because I'm a little parched. Right there. There we go. I'm grateful that I know how to take deep breaths, that I know deep breathing isn't bullshit, and that I know that deep breathing will calm me down if I'm over emotional, if I'm high strung, if I am anxiety ridden. These deep breaths that I take really do help me calm myself down, which also in turn calms my blood pressure down. So if you feel your blood pressure getting all uppity in itself, take some deep breaths. That will help you calm your blood pressure down. The deep breathing will put extra oxygen into your bloodstream, which will help your blood flow. It will help your blood flow through your veins better, thereby lowering your blood pressure. There, I got it all out with flubbing up my words. So, find your own things on a Friday to feel grateful for. It could be that you're wiping your own butt and you're doing a good job. Some people don't even do a good job by themselves. So, I don't know. And a lot of people do, so whatever. I'm not here to get on you about how you wipe your own ass, but if you have nothing else in the world to feel grateful for, just feel the gratitude that you're alive and that you can wipe your own ass. And you can do the job that you need to be done. Also, be your own magic. Find your own magic. Sometimes your own magic is in sitting back and doing nothing. There was extra family here last night, and I chose to stay away. I chose to stay out of it, secluded by myself, away from the fray of the frenzy. I didn't want any part of it. So I didn't. I stayed away. And I did myself a good job with staying away. It helped keep my anxiety down. I wasn't in the fray of everyone doing everything, and I wasn't looking at it. I wasn't seeing it. I wasn't feeling it. So sometimes keeping yourself away from what could be the negativity is magic in and of itself. And I know I got a whole bunch of instances that are magical without actually waving a magic wand and saying this is magic. You can find your own instances that are magic for you. It doesn't have to be magic for anyone else, but it's magic for you. My magic for me last night really was staying out of the fray. And then I came in after everyone left, and because I was sitting in the Jeep, just staying away from everybody. And I came back in and I looked at the kid and I said, hey, I'm sorry that you were in here in the fray of everything with cousins and whatnot. And she's like, oh no, it was fine, Mom. I matched their energy. If they were up and rambunctious, then I was up and rambunctious. If they were sitting down and calm, then I sat down and stayed calm. It's like, oh, how fucking smart are you? It's like, God bless you, kid, because you're so fucking smart. Then she's really emotionally intelligent. And I'm not the only one that give her that in her life. Other people, we've all collaborated together to give her that aspect to learn from in her life, and that she can be good in any given situation, and she'll just match their energy. And if they're up and rambunctious, then she's gonna do it. And if they're calm, then she'll be calm too. She can match their energy, and she's smart like that. I don't get it, but whatever, because I'm probably not that smart. But collectively, between the people that have raised her, collectively, we are that smart, I guess. We've all given that to her. So sometimes that's the magic, is in handling a situation well, better than you did before, better than you did last year, better than you did the last time. Handling a situation better than what you would have done before. That, for your own personal whatever, is magical for you. Also, be your own sunshine, because even if tomorrow's promised, it doesn't matter. Whether tomorrow's promised or not, it does not matter. What matters is what you're doing today. And yesterday, I put a whole lot of energy into myself and my own feelings, and I really didn't do a whole lot for anyone else. Other than I did clean up the kitchen last night and cleaned up everything else. That was probably the only thing I did for anyone yesterday. So, so sometimes you just got to take your whatever you've got going on for yourself and just do it for yourself, by yourself, be with yourself, be with your feelings. And sometimes you need people. So even yesterday, I was so grateful that I was in such an emotional state yesterday morning, because my mom and my sister handed me this blanket with Jeremiah's face on it and a whole bunch of stuff, and I bawled my eyes out. Where was I going with that? Oh, I was still able to find my own sunshine within the middle of that, because my sister helped with that as well. Like, she helped produce the tears, and she also helped dry up the tears. And I know I can't cry all day long. I know I can't feel bad all day long. I know that I've got to pull myself out of it to go do something else, even if it's going to the bathroom or taking a shower or getting something to eat. Grand Rising, Lisa and Larry. Cheers. But essentially, even if no one else shows up or is around or whatever, you've got to be able to get up and get your stuff done for yourself. I do have people, the husband, who makes sure I get up and do the things that I need to do. He will, if I'm sleeping late, like I slept late this morning, he will wake me up so I can take my medicine, my morning medicine. So, and he brings me coffee. And when it's time for him to wake up and go to work, I take him coffee as well. It's a back and forth thing. It's not like, oh, he just does all this stuff for me. No, like, I do stuff for him too. Even now, still, like, when he's time for him to go to work, and I know he doesn't want to get up to go to work, I go in and I wake him up and I'm like, I've got coffee. And he's like, oh, that's right. I got to get up and do that. I'm like, yeah, we're doing that. This is what we're doing. I'm staying home with the kid and doing this kind of stuff and crocheting and baking and making money that way. And you're getting up and going to work. That's what we're doing right now. So will it change in the future? Maybe. But right now, this is what we're doing. So cheers. And he never wakes up in a bad mood. Like, the only time he wakes up in a bad mood is if I'm in a bad mood first. And that's not always necessarily true either. Sometimes I'm in a bad mood and he wakes up and I think the one night I was just like beside myself and crying, and I woke him up. I'm like, hey, it's time to go to work. And then I immediately started crying. He hopped right up out of bed and immediately started hugging me to calm down myself, to calm me down. It was just, I didn't expect him to just wake up straight up out of bed and come calm me down, because I couldn't function. So sometimes that's your sunshine. Sometimes you got to find it yourself. Sometimes others will help you with that. So do what you can. Recap. Find your things to feel grateful for. Be your own magic. Find your own magic and be your own sunshine. Sometimes those things are hard to find. Sometimes you need to work at it. Sometimes you need to journal. Sometimes you need to rail. Sometimes you need to scream. Sometimes you need to cry. Sometimes you need to rest and sleep. Sometimes you need to do something just for you. So just figure out what you got to do. And are you going to make wrong decisions? Probably. But also, it's important to learn from those decisions as well, from whatever you're doing. So that's all I got. Hope everyone can find something to learn from this and find something in your own life to feel grateful for. Whether it be, doesn't matter what it is. So that's all I got. Everyone can have a great day. I'm exhausted this morning. Misty out.